Okay, today we're going to temporarily delay our trip to Solstein because we really need to focus on training specifically in speech and pickpocketing, which means we need to go to one city that we haven't been to
Casual
yet.
wear. Feeling a bit more free now, are we?
Absolutely. You ladies ready to go? I believe I'm good to go. Eventually, let's see. I was wondering if I had my venison, and I do not, but I'm pretty sure I got some at some point. But what I did with it, I'm not sure. Looks like a beautiful morning. Oh, speaking of venison, I'm falling.
First blood.
Sorry, dear. It's all for the greater good.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Oh, your skin is fine.
You may be a good fighter, but is your aim as steady as mine?
We've been over this, and I doubt that it is. Mud crab, I'll leave you be. don't know what's up in the hills or in the water, but this is impressive. A little detour. Is there something to discover? Reachwater Rock.
Shouldn't we be quiet?
It's on the map. I really don't. I believe I do see. No? I don't know. More eyes. I don't see you.
All right, hand over your valuables,
see you
or
now.
I'll gut you like a fish.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Walk away right now, ma'am.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
It's not gonna happen.
Last mistake.
Why don't you
Victory.
chill out for a bit?
For now.
Yeah, she chilled out for a bit. And that's why I need training in speech.
What is it now, you sweet talker?
Another little detour. It looks good, but I'm not going to go that far into it.
Feels great to be out here adventuring.
Doesn't it, though? Quite the industrialized area.
Half my skills I learned from my pa, the other half I learned from the wilds.
We having a meeting?
Troll's blood. What happened to you, Pavo?
The Forsworn have taken Kolskager Mine. We're
Hey,
the only ones
easy
left.
on the sniffing, alright?
You two head inside and get some rest. I'll send word to the Jarl.
Thank the divines we survived that.
What happened?
Those Forsworn were fierce fighters. Fiercer than I could have imagined.
This city is really getting on my nerves.
I'm glad I ran
All
into
stone,
you.
no game.
I was wondering if...
Hello, ladies. Is there anything a big, strong man can do for you this fine day?
I don't know. If you see any big, strong men around, let us know, will you?
Harpies. Every one of them.
Skaggy?
Oh, come now. Don't go away mad.
Damn Forsworn. Only a matter of time before they hit here, too.
What's all this about the Forsworn?
Seems Kolskager Mine got hit by Forsworn. Those madmen get more bold every season. Pavo and Gat are the only survivors. I'll be sending word to the Jarl about this, but I don't know when help will come.
What if I took care of those Forsworn?
I'm sure Pavo would be grateful, and we'd all rest a little easier. But that's nonsense. You can't handle a group of Forsworn by yourself. If their axes don't get you, their magic will.
Do you own this mine?
That I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. Mm-hmm.
Is it me, or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here?
You'll be fine. You will get used to it.
Vampires and their schemes. I'll destroy Harkon's coven before they can smother him.
They've got quite the place. Everybody gathering around for some warmth?
A bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh,
Hey,
this
watch
pendant
it.
would
I
look
die
lovely on
for
my
my
sister.
By the divines, the Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay
What?
back. The Markarth city guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Ugh.
What
I
is
can
going
smell
on?
your wolf odor from here.
Waylon?
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
I heard some shouting about the Forsworn. That's pretty much it.
The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Do you know anything about the attack?
No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
Is this your note? What does this mean?
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. Until next time.
My note? Meet me at the Shrine of Talos.
Need to
Did
get
you
going.
see that,
What is
Madman?
it?
A forsworn agent, here in the city.
I did. You okay, ma'am?
What do you need? Thank you again. I can't believe I was this close to being killed.
Do you know why he was after you?
No, I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City.
That man said something about the Forsworn.
I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil. I should never have come to Markarth.
Did you see that, Madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city.
I did.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Nice.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
Flyer? So they're trying to rebuild the Warrens.
What do you need, handsome?
The Jarl is refusing to dispatch men to the front lines. Do you think it's because of the Forsworn threat?
Please. Those savages are no match for us. The Jarl is just biding his time.
Biding his time until what? Until another person is lying dead in the streets? Don't be naive.
Unlike my husband Copper, I watch after our guests.
Oh,
nice.
I said alms, you backfire. Give a crippled
Nothing, you
worker a helping
pig-headed
hand.
oaf.
Looter's note. Reachwind, Erie.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Any news or rumors floating about?
Ah, yes. Here, take a look at this.
Heard any rumors lately?
Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house.
Heard any rumors lately?
Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now.
Any more rumors lately?
Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
Any more rumors?
Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
All right.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Unlike my husband Copper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
I'm glad we're
Nothing, you
together.
pig-headed oaf. Klepper, you idiot! Can't you do anything right?
The Jarl is going to hear about this.
The Jarl has things under control, don't you worry.
This was their city once. They won't stop until we're all dead.
Now you're being ridiculous. This is our city, not theirs. Now you just tell me if you need something. You come right to me if you find an unwashed floor or a lumpy bed.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
Alms. I said alms, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
What do you need, handsome?
Oh, I'm just looking around.
The architecture here. It's amazing. This is probably one of the best looking inns in all of Skyrim.
It is impressive.
So you don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's been a brutal winter.
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
And for this long.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
Why are you asking?
I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites and so forth.
Do you need any help?
I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Hopefully you don't mind waiting a while.
Ulfric Stormcloak, the right High King. Oblivion take them. What a laugh.
So what's next for our adventures?
Well, someone did mention to meet them here.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do? What are you talking about?
You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
What do you know about Margaret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider.
Huh.
Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn.
And who was Waylon? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
You've looked into these murders yourself?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who was in the Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
I understand.
Let me know as soon as you found anything.
Have we been infected at all throughout our travels? Nope, we are good.
Looks like you weren't followed. Good.
Good. Amazing, actually.
Hey, don't sniff me too much, all right?
Wow. Temple of Dibella discovered. Don't mind if we do. Wow. Evening?
I'm sorry, the Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion.
Who is Dibella? This is her temple?
A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer.
Instructions? Where do I sign up?
Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students.
Why is the temple closed?
The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed.
Welcome.
Jolene?
Dibella, guide us.
Am I welcome? Wow.
What are you doing in here? Stay where you are. The mother will deal with you.
Very well. Who is the mother?
Here she is.
And just what do you think you're doing?
I was curious about the temple.
Unfortunately for you, we don't allow men into the inner sanctum. You have committed a breach and must pay the penalty.
What is the penalty?
Normally, a quick death. Luckily for you, there are more pressing matters. We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use.
Such as? What use is that?
The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Dibellan Sibyl. I don't expect you to know what that means. Suffice to say that our Sibyl was recently lost to us. Through the protocol, we have seen the home of the next Sibyl, to the north in a small village pressed against the stone. If you can travel there and retrieve our young Sybil, your transgression will be forgiven.
I will undertake this penance. Where is the village?
We believe the place in our vision to be Karthwasten. Now move quickly. The girl must be brought to the temple as soon as possible.
What is a Sibyl?
The Sibyl of Dibella spends her entire life in direct communion with the goddess. From the time she's a little girl to the moment she expires, she is a direct connection with the Heavenly Mother. From her reverie, we know the mind of our god. We have had a vision of the next Sibyl, living in a village to the north. She must be brought to the temple for her reverie to begin.
Why is this all such a secret?
We prefer not to announce that the Sibyl has died until we can introduce the new one. People like to know that we're connected to the goddess.
Gotcha. The girl is just taken from her family, though?
It's considered a great honor for the family. Their daughter will never know hardship, and the goddess blesses them with great bounty.
Okay.
Until next time.
Incredible. The architecture here is truly something.
You're not kidding.
Welcome.
You are definitely not kidding.
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it?
In the Legion, we would have called it useless.
Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. Well, the forge gets so hot and I thought that...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again.
Wow.
Need a new blade?
What's wrong with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
I'll bring one if I find it.
Thanks.
Do I really already have? Maybe I do.
Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though, Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith.
Nice.
Malakath protect you.
Well, thank you.
It's kind of dark in here.
You're right, it is. We might have to fix that. Oh, there's the Warrens. Let's see if we can't brighten it up just a little bit.
Bow and arrows are fun and all, but it can't compare to slashing your enemies in half with your claws.
Travel southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold. Up around the old Dushnik or Kalkum mine.
All right, thanks for the info.
Smelt metal in half the time as you weak-willed pigskin. Do I have to earn everything?
Some cowards in this land.
Hag's Cure?
It's down the stairs, dear. Just come right in. No, girl. It's the pickled spider tongue and then the decayed taproot. Do it the other way and your cure turns into a poison.
There's just so much to memorize. How am I supposed to remember what goes where for every single herb?
So, are you here more to buy something
before you
or
sell
dump
it?
all your junk to the shopkeep?
Ma'am?
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs.
The Hag's Cure, that's a unique name.
Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See, I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has.
Okay, I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you.
Stallion's potion to solve his little problem.
Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.
I see. Othello's notebook. Visited the Warrens today. Karine. And possible cure, perhaps? I don't want to steal. All of the dead. Ruins requires a key.
Forge weapons and armor. Isn't that my job?
Your job is to do what I say. And I say you have many nails and fittings to make before you even touch a blade. Now get to work.
Glory only awaits those who triumph.
You're right.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Well, this castle definitely looks better than the one back on the island. That's for sure.
Our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
Hello?
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there.
Why not?
I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon.
I could help you. Tell me.
All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside.
Nasty.
We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful.
What's the Hall of the Dead? I believe I know.
New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers.
Who's Arcade?
Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. Tread lightly in the hall. We don't know what's in there.
Wow.
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves. Understand?
Understood.
Soldiers win wars, but where to put them is the key.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Calcelmo?
I have things to study. What is it? What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
Excavation site?
The Shuan Cell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
I'd like to see the excavation site.
Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Chuan Cell. My workers call her Nimhi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say?
Sounds great. We'll take care of this spider.
Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site.
You're researching the Dwemer?
Yes. Their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works.
Why do you need guards?
To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Nichuan Zell are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years.
All right.
What? Oh, goodbye.
Yes? Isn't this where you're wanting me to go? Yes?
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your
Let's
mouth
not
goes
hang
wet.
around here
Your
for too
stomach
long.
growls.
It just saddens me to be in places like this.
It's all right. I will not shun
Yes?
you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten.
She say stay?
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt.
Guilt? What in the world are you talking about?
A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment.
Where is this place?
It's inside Reachcliff Cave. But the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to Namira's embrace together. Until then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't be disturbed anymore. We have bigger plans ahead.
I feel bad for the families of the dead here. I hope these deceased are in a better place now.
I do too. I do too. That appears to be another way out, but he was standing guard at this door over here.
You've returned. What happened in the Hall of the Dead?
The Hall of the Dead is once again safe.
Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward.
Amulet of RK. Well, thank you.
I look forward to our next meeting.
I just wanted to know if you needed anything.
No, nothing at all.
Are you sure?
Stop bothering me.
Beautiful place.
You know, for an alchemist, you're pretty good. And that's saying something, coming from me.
Well, thank you.
Outsiders.
Outsider?
Bloody enough for you, outsider?
Excuse me?
Markarth, is it bloody enough for you?
Are you threatening us?
If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend.
What do you mean by blood and silver?
It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods.
They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first.
You live here in Markarth?
No. I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need.
I guess I'm looking for work?
Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
This is fabulous.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
You dare,
Never
pretty
leave
lady.
the house?
You need
want
some
that
fresh
ending?
meat for your family?
You're closing
Just
the
look at
stall,
the blood
and
coming
it's
from
fine.
this cut.
You want to give
That's
up now
disgusting.
out of
Get
fear?
that rotting
Is that
carcass
what we're
away
going to
from
teach
me.
our daughter?
What's wrong?
Mama,
You have
why
to look
are
at the
you
blood
and Papa
closely to see the
fighting?
quality of the meat.
We're not fighting, we're
How
just...
else will you know it's fresh?
Why don't
I
I
don't
get
need
you
to know
something
if
to
it's
eat?
fresh from
Holmes.
this distance.
I
Mama
said
and Papa will
Holmes, you
talk later.
backfire. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
It's a lot
I'm
going
gonna be
on.
a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you'll do great.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like living it up.
The
Yeah.
bloodiest beef in the reach.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
Bloodiest beef.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Nope, I don't need to break and enter.
Kira, do you have anything exotic?
You want a cut of
Something
venison
no
or
other
mutton?
woman
Of
in
course you
Markarth
do.
would be wearing.
I do have one set of bracelets in a style that is popular with the nobility and Sentinel.
Sentinel?
Half my skills
That's in
I learned from my
Hammerfell,
pa.
correct?
The other half I
And
learned
you say
from the
these bracelets
wilds.
are only worn by the nobility?
They are popular with the nobility there, yes. This particular bracelet is a copy of one worn by a crown princess.
Maybe in a few seasons I could afford such a treasure.
In a few seasons. Well, let's continue to look around
What is
just
it
a
now,
little bit.
you sweet talker?
Thinking about something.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Don't know you.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
Agamond?
What can an old skull do for you, huh?
A scout? Is that like some kind of bard?
That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students.
No, not right now. Maybe later, if I'm still upset.
No game.
Well, how about some training in the art of speech, kind sir?
Well, you've come to the right place.
That gets us to 41. Just...
Good fighting to you.
Yes, out of curiosity. Well, 50 would be great. would be great at 50.
Songs are just old memories that help the mead go down quicker.
About some more training in the art of speech.
Well, you've come to the right place.
You going to take all of my money, I just know it.
Live a life worth telling about.
Hey, even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax.
Yes? All right, well, that requires 60. Can sell any type of item to any kind of merchant. That would be great. That also would be great. Well, that's definitely a lot better. Should I do a few more?
I've seen every corner of Skyrim, but nothing is as beautiful as the battlefield. Hmm?
A little bit more training in the art of speech?
Well, you've come to the right place.
Well, I'm really pushing it now. I don't have enough to do another.
Mm-hmm.
But that will definitely help us to make some coin.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
Sorry to hear
The
it.
Nords here should have built their own city in our tradition, not reuse the Dwemer's work.
But it's impressive, you have to admit.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled
No,
worker a
that
helping
is
hand.
still locked.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Fresh meat for your stomach?
Fresh meat, huh?
Don't try to haggle with me. Buy or leave.
I have some questions about Margaret.
Who? You mean that woman who was attacked in the market the other day? Don't know her. Guards dragged that Forsworn's body away, though. Last we'll hear of that.
Used to be everyone in Markarth wore a necklace.
Dare I ask where all this meat comes from?
Ah, now that is a good question. Where does Hogni get the finest, freshest meat from all over the Reach? The answer is simple. Orcs. There is a stronghold nearby whose hunters can butcher a deer in seconds. Now having an orc for a wife would be something. Yes. Strong and bulky. Too bad they don't let people go beyond the walls. Let me show you where they are. Maybe they welcome you. Maybe they put an arrow in your face. Who knows?
I had some questions about this city.
Do I look like a guide? Only thing I do is sell meat. Are you going to buy or not?
What do you have for sale?
Just what you see here.
Redguard craftsmanship in every piece.
Venison? And a lockpick? I will take a venison. Although I know I have some at home somewheres.
Come back when you need more meat. Bring gold.
Is it me, or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here?
Yes.
We'll deal with it.
Beef in the Reach.
We will deal with it.
Divines, I'm tired. This is too much work.
Just keep at it, or Mullish will beat you.
Mullish? Are you being rude to these gentlemen? Wow, that doesn't look good. And who are you?
Damn Stormcloak rebels. Every one of them.
My goodness. Come on now. Everybody hard at work? Garvey?
Hey, easy on the sniffing, all right?
Hello?
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
So there's information about Waylon.
Call me old-fashioned, but sleeping in the wilderness.
What are the Warrens?
It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here.
So only the poor or the sick live here?
That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
Well, he can also teach and sneak.
Until next time.
Hello?
What do you need?
You posted the Warrens flyers?
Yes.
What's next on your to-do list? We can help.
You will? Thank you. Until next time.
The old toolbox outside of the mine.
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
I read about you. Kareem?
Don't know any... Yes?
So you're... Yeah.
Good afternoon.
So you're the sick one. That apparently there is possibly a cure. Gotcha.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
I hear you. Toolbox. Apparently she was interested
These
in this.
workers, always complaining, always excuses.
Can you blame them?
Stop telling me.
You lost?
No, ma'am.
I'm glad we're together.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Here's your toolbox.
Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use.
What else needs to be done?
So much. Maybe you can help me. It's all in this note.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon? All in this note. Well, I do have a bunch of notes, apparently. Overseer's note. Pick up. Mm-hmm. Bounty? All right. And her to-do list. Linen wrap? Oh, I don't have that much firewood. And I have to go to Solitude for some healing herbs. And to Riften. Well, the farmer's just out front. All right, we have a little bit to do.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
Yep.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Redguard craftsmanship
Look
in
at you,
every piece.
begging on the streets. Learn a trade.
Picking on me again, you backbiting Nord. Tired of those prissy nobles
And they're
turning
still
down your
locked?
rotten slabs
Need
of
something?
venison.
I'm gonna be a silver smith.
No
Like
one
my
to
mother
his
and
father.
father.
It's a busy little spot.
Damn stormcloaks. Oblivion take them.
Hey now. Easy on them.
How are the new breeds getting along with my dogs?
Haven't attacked each other yet. Good a sign as any.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind.
Banning?
Need a trained war dog? Fiercest companion money can buy.
How long have you been training dogs?
My family's been doing it for years. You need one out in the Reach. Don't want to be alone when some forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl. That reminds me, I was gonna deliver some dog food to the keep. Spiced beef, their favorite.
Spiced beef. I could deliver that for you.
Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl.
That'll be enough.
Mm-hmm.
Banning? This is a complex location. Old Observatory. this the farm, I believe?
My boy Leontius lives in Old Hroldan. Damn drunk.
You said your son is in Old Hroldan?
That's right. Old Inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is.
Oh, that's not right. Hand me the letter, and maybe I will.
Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it.
Have you lived here long?
What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land.
Oh, you're a young man, but I am looking for work.
What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? Head over there. Unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here.
From experience, I take it, right?
All right, then.
Are those the ones? Hello? Mill maintenance?
Oh. Next thing you know, there'll be some kind of damn blight and undead will walk the land.
Perhaps.
Oh, what is this? A visitor to our farm? Oh, do stay for a while, dear. How do you think the crops are coming, dear?
Terrible.
I can smell your wolf odor from
Burn
here.
all my hard work into dust.
Well, perhaps they just want me to pick something up here. I thought that that's what we were supposed to do. Oh, we have to trade skeever repellent for vegetables. Maybe? All right. Oh my, look at that. Perhaps in our next visit. All right, well, we have a lot on our agenda. Let's fast travel back to the home. And we do have a new city explored. Oh, hello?
I'm always up for a party.
So kill you. Headshot.
Ashes to ashes.
You guys done set up an ambush. That's the most action we've seen today, I believe. And the rain and the lightning. Did they get me infected? Nope, I am good.
So what's next for our adventures?
Well, a long night's
Let's make
rest.
our enemies regret they were even born.
Nice. What did it say? I needed like 20 firewood? That's going to take quite some time.
Each hunting opportunity is a chance to prove our worth.
Right? But we should now have the ability to sell any item to any merchant. So we'll have to load up on some of these carry weight potions that we made. Come on now. Harvest? Do nothing? You talk about beautiful now. Come on. All right, girls, let's get some shut-eye. No extra weapons. We do have amulet. A couple rings. Eventually, we're going to have to really cut into some of these potions. Look at that. Let's do that right now. That's half of that. And half of that. Two venison. I would like to know what I did with my venison. Six firewood. Put that up. We'll be able to see just how much we have. I'm sure it isn't 20. Make sure that we do not have... Nope, but we are getting close. And we're going to have to definitely do some pickpocket. We'll probably be doing that next. Stop off a few cities, probably Windhelm and Riften. Nope, only 10. And I'm also using that for arrows at the moment. which we have plenty.
Hey, don't sniff me too much.
We're going to take care of it. We're going to take it eventually. And we'll get back on that companion quest line as well. But as always, until then, I shall see you in the next episode.